It's this new thing we're going to be doing. We're going to be bringing you a short show, but I'm not going to be steering the ship this time. Hey all, Amanda here, and welcome to the all-new brief edition of Great Beer Adventure. For today's show, we head over to Danno's house so that you can meet him and his lovely wife, who are both joining us on this adventure. Also in attendance is their dog Buddy, who jingled, jangled, and gnawed on a bone at our feet. If you haven't done so already, be sure to head over to Instagram and follow Great Beer Danno, where you can find not only beer pictures, but also pictures of dad life and, of course, Buddy. Let's head right over to Danno's house now to learn more. Hey everybody, I am sitting at the table today with Danno and Heather. Now this is going to be a very special show because, one, it's coming to you on a Tuesday, and this is not completely unheard of for us, but it's this new thing we're going to be doing. We're going to be bringing you a short show, but I'm not going to be steering the ship this time. I'm going to hand over the mic to Danno, who will be leading you through the adventures that you take. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining the team, Danno.
Why, thank you. It's good to be here. It's kind of weird to go from listener and then all of a sudden I'm part of the show. It's pretty awesome.
I think so. I was super excited when I found out that you, one, lived so very close, and two, really liked the show. I was a giddy little schoolgirl, I guess. I get really excited and geeky about things like that, which I'm sure you realize by this point.
Yeah. Still will, but that's all right. It's cool. I'm a gearhead. I like all this stuff. You bring over these toys. I mean, serious professional audio equipment to my house, and I'm just like, ooh.
I will let you completely take over, but I think we should explain what and who Heather is.
Yeah, so Heather is my wife.
Hi.
And she's going to be helping out with the show, too. It's one of those things where she's always listening to different podcasts that I listen to and tries to get me to some of these YouTube people she follows. And we're just thinking, like, how can she be a part of the show? Because, A, she's a woman, and B, she likes beer, and this is about beer and women and their experiences. So I was thinking, what can we do that's challenging but fun? And I like to eat. So I was like, what if she makes food with beer? Like, I can make one recipe with beer. But what if she makes something new every week, and I get to eat it? And I get to drink the leftover beer that's not used in the recipe. So we're like, Heather, please, please, please help us.
And here I am to help and to cook and to eat and drink.
Not too bad.
No, you've got it made. We live pretty close together, but I've yet to see the food travel from your house to my house. If we can work on that, that would be fabulous.
We will work on that.
The secret is she tends to make the recipes on Sundays. And I know that you've got the bus stuff on Sundays, right?
Yes, I do. I work for Maine Beer Tours. Shout out to Mark and Nicole. And we do tours of all the local breweries. And, you know, I get paid to pour beer on a bus and try lots of different beers. And I don't get health insurance. I do get to drink beer for free.
That's kind of like health insurance. To quote Ozzy Osbourne, a beer a day keeps the doctor away. So as part of these small shows, the goal is to just get a little bit more, I think, intimate version of the shows. It really stemmed from when I was listening to the one with Gary's, where I just felt like having that personal short show of a narration of someone just talking in their stories. I really liked that. So that's definitely the angle I want to go with. But obviously, we'll see what happens, and listeners will email us and shout outs to us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and just say, hey, this is what we like, or this is what we want, and we'll adapt it for everyone.
Yeah, you have an email address now.
I do.
Go for it.
It's Danno at greatbeeradventure.com. And you're like, how do you spell Danno? So let's roll it back a little. So Danno is a nickname. When I was a little kid, my mom would be like, Dan, no, no. And it just kind of stuck. DANNO at greatbeeradventure.com.
Right, and they can always reach out to either of us at hi, or send out something over to Heather at hi@greatbeeradventure.com. We'll send it her way. I think that's how you reached out to me, was through the hi email address. So the smaller shows you were talking about actually had 4 questions.
Yeah.
And so we're going to kind of keep with that theme, I believe, 4 rounds on the long show, 4 questions on the short show. And this is a short show. Do you got any questions?
Yeah, so my first question will actually be for both of you. I will have questions just for one or the other. And that is, what is your favorite podcast?
This one's hard for me. I mean, I've got some great podcasting friends for Interbrews and for What's on Tap Radio and She's Crafty podcast, and those are all beer podcasts, and they're great. The ones that I find myself going to often also are the Gimlet productions. So Reply All and Startup. Those are very entertaining to me, listening to those ones. And I like how the story is, I don't know, it goes, I feel like Reply All is the same kind of show that we have. There's a theme, a loosely based theme, something about the internet, and then they go off on this tangent that has nothing to do with where they started. And I kind of feel like we do the same type of thing with beer here, and I really enjoy that show quite a bit. So I can't choose one, but lots of them out there.
I'm a huge fan of Atomic Moms, which is a podcast with 2 women who are moms, and they chat and talk about mom things, birthing stories, and because I'm a mom of 2 boys, and it's really something that I like to listen to.
Right on. So to delve a little deeper into what everyone's going to be doing, I want to know, Heather, and I know everyone else wants to know, like, cooking with beer. It seems like it was an idea that someone came up with at 3 a.m. in college. What do you find the most challenging thing about using beer as an ingredient?
I think the most challenging thing would be the flavor profiles, because there's so many beers with so many different flavors and dimensions to their flavor that you need something that's going to work. So if you're making a cake, you don't want something with a lot of hops in it. You want something a little smoother with a little creamier texture. And if you're making stuff with chicken, you might not want something that isn't going to go with that. So I think balancing the food and the beer together is really the most difficult thing, but the most fun thing too, because you get to try a bunch of beer.
Not too bad.
You have to do a lot of research into that.
It's hard work, but I'm up for the challenge. I mean, I will taste all the beer.
For
and
the
eat all the
record,
food.
I came home from work tonight and I said, all right, so you made that beer chocolate cake. What'd you do with the rest of the beer? And she's like, I drank it.
Well, the recipe called for a cup of beer. What am I going to do with the rest of the beer?
You
Not
have
gonna
to drink
throw it out.
No, and it's going to lose all of its carbonation by the time he gets home.
It's a waste, and I'm frugal. I don't like to waste money or beer.
Yeah,
It's budgeting.
that makes sense.
It is budgeting.
I tried cooking a boiled dinner, St. Patty's Day, New England boiled dinner, and I was like, I'm going to put beer in it this year. And I put Guinness in it, but it really made it a really bitter taste. Have you found that happens ever?
I find that I haven't really found that Guinness will turn too bitter, but if beers have a lot of hops or malt in them and they're cooked for a long time, they can turn a little bit bitter. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know what the extra heat is going to change
Exactly.
a beer.
Yeah.
So there's no way you're going to probably cook something with some crazy double IPA, 9%, whatever, because that'll just be weird.
I never say never. You never know.
It could be the best recipe
It could be the
yet.
best thing. It could be not the best thing, but you don't know until you try.
Sean Paxton is the homebrew chef, and he makes he has as a recipe the most delicious mashed potatoes that have an IPA in it. Can you put that like on a list and just like
I think
send me
that
mashed
is to
potatoes?
the list. Yes.
Thought I had, and this is going to help explain more of what to come. So you're introducing everyone to me and to Heather, and there's so many changes I've been reading on Twitter. Can you tell everyone what else is going on with Great Beer Adventure? Because it's really evolving.
We are talking to people about supporting the show, which is awesome. You know, it does cost money to make a podcast, so it would be really awesome to have people financially support it. We're also going to be doing some different spotlights on different products that are out there. I believe you're actually going to be doing one and doing a big, awesome giveaway that I'm so excited about.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. We'll be working on that tomorrow. Tuesdays is our get together and hammer things out in the office days. But I'm excited that folks want to make a custom item for us. I get to use it, write about it, talk about it, and then give it to someone who's going to really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's super exciting. We also have a lot of fun and games going on over on our Instagram account. I'm over there under Great Beer Women. You're under there over Great Beer Danno. And, you know, if anybody's been following us along so far, they will have seen that we did our beer and Hanukkah advent calendars, and we've got certainly more things like that. I mean, we've got Valentine's Day coming up. Of course, you got to do like a sweet
beer of love.
Yeah, beer of love countdown. And so there's lots of really exciting things. I really want to bring some more video in. My husband should be just about done. My office is going to be so exciting, and I want to start doing more videos down there. And yeah, we're up for anything, really. However we can make this show be more awesome and amazing, it's just so exciting.
Yeah, so it goes back to that. Please email us at hi@greatbeeradventure.com because we want your ideas, and we'll roll with them because it's not our show, it's our show as in like everyone listening, not everyone sitting at the table.
Right, absolutely. It's a lot of fun, and as you see as you go on, when somebody reaches out to you and they're like, hey, this is great. You're, oh my goodness, this is the coolest thing in the world. It's a lot of fun.
Looking back at everything that's been going on right now, what's been your favorite moment in Great Beer Adventure so far?
Oh, that one's hard. We've had some amazing interviews. I sat out in the middle of a hop field on a beautiful summer's day. The hops were like growing all around us, and there were sheep like right next to us. That was pretty amazing. Also, I was at the homebrew shop, and somebody was talking about moving across country, and I was like, oh, hey, you should listen to my show. And they're like, I already do. Like, they already knew about it. And I met somebody like out in the wild, and it was, I don't know, it really has been a great adventure, and things so far have been so much fun, and I am really looking forward to seeing where they go in the future.
That's it for today's Brief Tuesday edition. Make sure to head over to our website, greatbeeradventure.com, to check out show notes with links to the people, beers, and more we talked about in this episode. While you're there, make sure to try one of the recipes Heather prepares for us twice a month. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GreatBeerDano, where I post about beer, geocaching, and Legos. There's a few more days left to enter our giveaway, a Bullets to Bandages custom bottle opener. Head over to the show notes at greatbeeradventure.com/026-5 to learn more and how to enter our Bullets to Bandages contest. The music throughout today's episode is by Old Etc. out of Biddeford, Maine. To learn more about them, head over to greatbeeradventure.com/music. We have new things headed your way every week and cannot wait to share them with you. Today's episode was edited and co-produced by me, Danno. A special thanks to Amanda, podcast creator and co-producer. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Cheers.
Fun to listen to and learn about because I don't know the aspects of beer. So it's really cool to hear these brewmasters talking about how they came up with things. And it's like Christmas morning every time I listen to a podcast. You get to learn something new, and it's really awesome.
We need to quote that. Can
Yeah.
we make a T-shirt with that on it? It's like Christmas morning every time I listen to Great Beer Adventure.
I love it.
Music and today. No,
That's what you said to say, but that's not what it says here.
it says throughout. Yes, much more formal. No worries. I hope we have enough batteries for this.
There's an outtake. I hope we have enough batteries for this.